Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today I am coming at you guys with a video, maybe a new video series. Basically, in this video, I want to talk about why I don't shave. And that thought process led me to some other things that I don't do that I think people would find interesting or just that's different. I only really realize that I'm weird and different when I go back home to see my family because the things I do are just part of my life now. It's just how I live. But when my family finds out I don't do things like shave, they think I'm a crazy person. I think that that's really frustrating because a lot of times I try to go hang out with my family and try to be close to them even though we lead totally different lifestyles. But they don't really get me. And they kind of sometimes, a lot of times, make me feel ashamed for who I am and how I choose to live my life. And I don't like that. I don't like them being able to take away my power and my happiness and my security, etc., etc. And I think that that just kind of got me thinking about how do other women feel about these sort of things, and how do people even realize the feelings that they're having when people are shaming them for things like shaving or not shaving. Whatever you choose to do is totally up to you. But today I want to tell you guys why I personally don't and why I'm much happier doing it that way. So if you want to know more about that, then stay tuned. Okay, so before we get started, if you guys have a name for this series, things that Shelby wants to talk about herself that are a little weird or out there or whatever the fuck you want to call it, if you have an idea for naming this series, leave it in the comment section below. But before we get started, I guess maybe I have some new subscribers, or if you guys don't know my life story, which you probably don't, I come from a small suburban town from the outside skirts of Houston, Texas. So not only do I live in a conservative state, I also lived in a very small town with very small-minded people. And I currently live in Austin, Texas, which is still, again, in Texas, but it is a lot more of a different, progressive type friendly place. Now that's not to say everyone back in my hometown is small-minded and everyone here in Austin is like super accepting, but just in general, that's how I look at life. Like, I live an Austonian lifestyle, but sometimes I go back to small suburbia and people think I'm a freak. And one of the biggest things that people notice about me is that I don't shave. Obviously, if I'm ever wearing shorts, you can see my legs are not shaved. If I'm ever wearing a tank top, you can see that my armpits aren't shaved, and yeah, so on and so forth. So the first reason I decided not to shave my body was literally out of laziness. It takes so much time out of your day to shave off hair that's there for a reason. Whether or not you think it's really that protective, hair can protect you from things like harmful sun rays, debris, and stuff like that. We wouldn't have it there it's not even really an opinion, it's like a biological fact. But we wouldn't have hair on our bodies if there wasn't a purpose for it. You know, we didn't adapt these things for no reason. And so I just felt like taking that much time out of my life to take off something that is naturally on my body is silly. So laziness is where it all started, really. And we'll get into the whole like political movement, social justice reason behind all these things in a little bit. But just to be completely candid with you, my not shaving didn't start out with me being like, fuck society, I'm not shaving. It was literally out of pure laziness. At first it started with not shaving my legs, which a lot of girls fall behind on, so it didn't seem like that big of a deal. And I was still shaving my armpits every day. And I was still spending money on razors, either it be disposable razors when I was broke in college, or the replaceable heads, which really in all cases is still disposable. But you guys, holy shit, razors are fucking expensive. I mean, we're talking like $20 for 4 little packs of the fucking razor heads to shave off hair that I really didn't feel that strongly about. So think back to college age Shelby making $100 a week, and that's to feed myself, to get myself places, any entertainment I might need, anything like that. Now, am I going to prioritize being able to go out with my friends once a week, or do I want to shave my fucking legs? Let's talk about priorities, people. So that's when I decided to stop shaving altogether and stop buying razor heads, because A, it was wasting way too much of my fucking time, it was wasteful, and it was expensive. All of those things together make me wonder why anyone continues to shave once they are like kind of aware that they don't need to. But then again, I know why people still do it. So let's get into society's expectations. The reason why so many women still choose to shave is because it's frowned upon in society to not shave your legs. But why is that? You ever think about where that started from? Because I can assure you that women back in the day, before we had these disposable razors, were not worried about their legs, shaving their legs with what pieces of steel that they came up with. Like, where would people get something to shave back in the old days, you know what I mean? So I started thinking one day, where did all this start? The industry that has shamed women into thinking that the hair that grows naturally on their bodies is wrong would be the industry making billions off of us. They create ad campaigns and different sort of marketing tools to make you feel like you need to shave your legs. Commercials come out with women in very cute bikinis with very nice bodies, very smooth legs, and they're the ones who get all of the guys, right? Of course, that's not an issue if you're a lesbian, you're not worried about getting all the guys, but either way, it makes you believe that the more smooth you are, the more likely you will be to find a good partner. It also makes you more woman-like, right? Whatever in the fuck that means. Women shave and men just don't. That's just how it is. And I got a lot of flack in one of my recent videos where I talked about native deodorant and how it works really well for me. Because I don't shave, it's a little bit harder to find deodorants that are easy to put on even though you have hair on your armpits. And Native has been so kind to me and has worked awesome. But so many women were commenting that I probably stink because I have hair in my armpits, and I just want to ask any of those women out there, like, do all guys stink too because they have hair and don't? Anyway, all of these things brought together just make me feel like I don't need to fucking shave, and you know how much more productive I am when I don't have to take 10-minute showers because I need to shave my legs and my armpits and so on and so forth. I'm saving so much money because of that, and I have since I started college saved so much money just on that right there. Now, there are other solutions if you're worried about being wasteful and wasting money, as well as, like, you know, throwing stuff away. I do have a video on zero waste shaving because that's what Madison uses. That's another thing. Just because I don't shave and it's empowering to me to say fuck you society, fuck you expectations of the shaving industry and so on and so forth, that doesn't mean you have to not shave. I'm simply making this video to make your mind open a little bit if it hasn't already. Madison still shaves, and there's nothing wrong with that. She uses a safety razor, which means it has one blade and it is biodegradable, so she just swaps that out each time she needs a new blade, and it's very economically friendly. Those blades last us forever, and it's also much more environmentally friendly because we're not constantly going through plastic. People in my family think I'm a weirdo. I'm sure people on the internet are gonna think I'm a weirdo, but honestly, it's becoming more and more normalized. I'm happy to see that it's becoming more and more normalized, and I'm so fed up with my mom telling me, you have to shave your legs for this wedding. Newsflash, I don't have to do anything. So in honor of No Shave November, I think that that's dedicated to both sexes, all sexes. I said it the other day, I was like, I want to make this video in honor of like No Shave November, Madison, and she was like, dude, that's for guys only. I didn't know that. Like, growing up, it was like, I thought it was everyone did No Shave November because now it's getting cooler and you're wearing pants, so you don't need to shave your legs. So I always thought it was about. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. But either way, I thought that in honor of No Shave November, I would post this video and encourage you guys to really think about why you're shaving your legs. Even if you want to still shave your armpits and some other areas, but you're like, fuck it, why would I shave my legs? That's fine. Even if you want to switch to a more sustainable razor, which I will link that video down below so you can check it out. Even if this just gets you thinking about why do I do certain things when it's completely unnecessary, drains me of my economic resources and my time. I'm happy that you clicked on this video and you watched it. So let me know your thoughts down below if you guys will be taking the No Shave November challenge, essentially. I am challenging you to not shave for the month of November and see how you feel. Just Just see how you feel and let me know at the end of it. And you can use the hashtag #NoShave_NoShame to tag me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you guys want to connect with me and let me know if you took the challenge and how it's going for you. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Of course, this is an interesting topic and I love to hear different women's perspectives on it, and I'm excited to see what you guys think, or men as well. I know there's a few of you guys out there. So remember, until next time you guys, create the peace.